Okay, hello and magandang hapon guys. This is Rai. Once again, so medyo medyo nagsawa muna ako mag-ML at mag ano yun, Detroit Become Human na laro. So ito man nalalaroin ko NBA ang isang larong hindi ko yata pinagsasawaan. Okay. So, go. 5. Oo nga pala ng itong sa character ko, pabili ako ng skateboard. Gusto ng anak ko, lagi niyang naglalaro ako ng basket ng NBA. After, sorry, excuse me. After ng isang game, yan, nilalaro niya yung dito. So, tara. Ito na tayo, labanan natin ang Denver. Summer League Special.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder, in case you've been under a rock, they've continued their double-digit winning streak with no signs of slowing. A scary, tough team, and they're in full swing. It has been an
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hindi pa natatalo sa season. Kahit pa paano, di ba? At ibig sabihin, effective siya. Effective magsuga pa.
Never mind. You still want to be a part of any upcoming Nuggets home game? Please visit us online or at the ticket booth for available.
Tinanggal si Adam.
At the shooting guard position, 6 feet.
It's game time in Denver as the crowd is filing in the Pepsi Center, looking to cheer on the Nuggets. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And of course, Steven Adams. They'll need someone to fill his role.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Porzingis, Russell Westbrook out there with AI. Then there's Larry Nance, and it's George in at the 3 slot. Well, Clark, a few teams at this point in the season have battled through back-to-back games. Just how hard is that on the body to play in consecutive nights in this league?
As I recall, Kevin, it wasn't terribly difficult. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed it. You could either get the bad taste of a loss out of your mouth quickly by playing another game. You didn't have to really practice. There's some energy concerns, obviously, but when you're well-rested and excited about playing, you find the energy. But I do believe there's studies that show there's a greater probability for injury the more back-to-back games that you have. That's one of the reasons the league has sought to minimize the number of back-to-back games across the schedule.
And it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Harris, good. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Inside, and AI throws it down.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming.
Na natin konti yung volume para masyado malakas volume ng NBA. Yan.
Courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Millsap, nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Millsap's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
And another steal for him.
The steals just don't end with him, and now he has a good look at the season record.
The instincts, the tenacity he has shown on the defensive end all season long is awe-inspiring. And then slams it in.
And I'll tell you, Nance can score. He rebounds it, has the versatility to switch 1 through 5, does a lot for this team.
Porter against George. Got a piece of it. AI.
Oh, big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
And it's Harris off the drive. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
To the inside. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic. Very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting the screen and doing it quickly.
To the middle. Here's Nance. And Nance slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Murray with it. Westbrook picks him up. It's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Murray, no good. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. The Nuggets trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
And let's see some of the numbers here for Paul George. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 19 points, almost 2.5 steals, and 3 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Here's Jokic. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And, you know, for Nikola Jokic, I mean, the team is relying on him more and more now, and he's earned that kind of trust, and expectations are big every night. One thing he's got to get better at, though, is not getting down on himself when he makes mistakes. He's got to stay positive.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. The Thunder leading by 20. So for Oklahoma City right now, AI is out there with Chris. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Nance. And it's Diallo in at the 2.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He finished with 69 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I won't forget it for a while. And you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Clark, you were in Indiana after being drafted by the Pacers for a few seasons. Who are some of the more talented guys you played with there?
Well, Herb Williams, a teammate of mine at Ohio State, really outstanding big guy, mobile, could shoot it, excellent defender, shot blocker, and a high-quality guy. Vern Fleming was a guard that had size, excellent defender, driver of the ball. Wayman Tisdale, may he rest in peace. We lost Wayman a number of years ago to cancer. But really a gifted scorer. Steve Stepanovich, he and I both had to retire about the same time due to different knee trouble. And he was a rugged, mobile, good shooting big guy who I think would have continued to excel had he not had to retire.
Down low and stolen by Barton. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Morris. Finished off the break. Morris has got his first points of the night.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Yes, that goes in. 6 points for Larry Nance.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Morris finds Barton. Hernan Gomez with the ball. He's guarded by AI.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
It's Barton on the wing. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Diallo. The Thunder leading by 21. It's stolen by Lyles. Morris with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Inside. And Barton throws it down.
Yeah, you can't forget about the jumping ability of Barton now. I mean, this guy is phenomenal at finishing off these alley-oops.
To the inside. Here's AI. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his third assist on the night. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
You look at AI.
And that's right where you'd expect him to be, given the performances we've seen from him this season.
A great all-star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Morris looking over the floor. Beasley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Phoenix to take on the Suns. Then on Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
And AI throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Nance against Lyles. Over Nance. On target from 13 feet. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Beasley comes with the double team. Here's Nance. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And stolen by AI. Takes the three. And it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Barton. Beasley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Pass to Diallo. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the middle. And Chris throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high.
And another steal for him.
His march towards history continues with that steal.
Well, Greg, now he is tied for the most steals in a season. You can't begin to describe his impact on defense. He swipes the ball away again.
And remember that steal, folks. History has been made.
GA, he now stands #1 all-time for most steals in a season. A simply sensational year.
And here on the road, he's playing the villain role to perfection, robbing and stealing with reckless abandon.
Like he's done all season, one of the best pickpockets in league history.
And you know you can't be sloppy with the ball around him. He's been saying, give me that, all season long.
And the Thunder making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. It's tipped. Here's Barton. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
AI passes.
Talk about bringing it.
Nance is special. How easy is it for him to make this spectacular look routine? Yeah, that one put him over the limit.
When it comes to initiating this play, Clark, for your money, who are the perimeter pick-and-roll ball handlers right now in the game?
Well, the guys that come to mind for me, Chris Paul is fantastic in the pick-and-roll. Damian Lillard is outstanding. James Harden. And I think Victor Oladipo is getting better. I mean, he's so good at finding seams and using his athleticism to get to the bucket, and he's really grown as a finisher. Kyrie Irving is just a terrific one-on-one player. Sometimes he doesn't even need the screen guy. He's so good with the ball. And obviously Steph Curry is in that category too.
Murray against Westbrook. They get a hand on it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. #1, the Thunder.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
Here's Jokic. He had 22 points in the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Westbrook against Murray. There's the pass to Millsap. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray kicks to Jokic.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter.
No good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Outside Porter. Harris with it. AI picks him up. Murray outside. Over George. And again, Denver no good.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 7 points in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Millsap down low. He's against Porzingis. Millsap finds Jokic. Porzingis with the block. But he recovers it. Harris up top. But Trey knocks down the 3-ball. 5 points in the game.
Nice looking outside stroke by Harris. Give him room to pull the trigger, and he'll light you up from there.
Here's AI. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. For Oklahoma City, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Nader's checked in.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
George with the bucket.
At 6'10", George is really capable of dominating inside. I mean, defensively, you need to try to push him out of his comfort zone, get him out of that lane area.
That's tipped. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. AI and stolen by Murray. 2 on the clock, and Jokic slams it in.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And so it's Oklahoma City finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Murray and Harris, the guards. Millsap and Jokic, the pair inside. And it's Porter in at the small forward.
And Murray is really deadly with the catch-and-shoot jumper. When the defense isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now, here's AI. Guarded by Harris. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking it.
Millsap passes to Jokic. And here's Harris from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
Murray against Westbrook. 18 feet out. Jokic, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead. And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all 3 levels.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Shot clock at 5. A jump hook, and that one's good. Jokic has got 13 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Pass to Jokic. He kicks to Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Harris. They get it again. Murray outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the...
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Yes, indeed.
And how about the look at the midair theatric switching hands before the slam?
Wow, added just a touch of class to that throwdown.
Boy, that was a bit risky because it's easy to lose control of the ball that way, but he knew what he was doing.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
Porzingis with the block. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Again, Oklahoma City.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Jokic passes to Murray. Harris kicks to Millsap. Here's Jokic. No good. Shot missing. Nance with some nice D. Here's AI. And AI throws it down.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Passes to Harris. To the paint. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Well, he's become much more reliable at making those precise passes now. Harris solid at breaking down the defense in the pick and roll.
Westbrook pushes to Nance. AI outside. Pass to Porzingis. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Murray kicks to Harris. Over AI. Harris, no good.
And I think these are the shots he's got to avoid taking. I mean, already struggling. He's not helping his team right now looking at those shots.
Oy!
And AI throws it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Murray surveying the D. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Murray is clearly a shoot-first guy who can really fill it up. This is a big-time bucket getter.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Millsap. Barton comes in for Porter. And it's Beasley in for Harris. Then for the Thunder, Chris, he's checked in for Porzingis. Terrence Ferguson comes in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Jokic against Nance. Jokic passes to Lyles. He gets it in there.
And that's a sweet dime from Jokic. He's always had good vision, and it only seems to get better every year.
Here's AI, and then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
That's good from Schroeder on the assist by AI. 8 points for Dennis Schroeder. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Thunder?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets. Yeah, that's just poor decision-making, and he's got to be better in those situations.
I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position. You know, the defense knew how to play at that time, liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul.
Thunder foul.
A different look for Denver. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Jokic. And Morris subbed in for Murray.
Juan Hernan-Gomez. Morris.
Morris outside. Back to Barton from outside the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Barton's got 8 points.
Boy, they had been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And another assist for him.
And he has put forth one of the greatest passing seasons I have ever witnessed.
You and me both. Game after game, he's carried the team with his playmaking and has a chance to catch up to the third spot for most assists in a year. Beasley kicks to Barton. Morris outside. The pass to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
To the inside. Ferguson's shot is good. Ferguson's got 4 this quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Morris against Schroeder. Morris right side. 6 on the shot clock. The shot comes out. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Inside, Lyles scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Pass to Ferguson.
Oy, ganda.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Barton outside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 8.
I'm always appreciative of the aggressive mindset. Get it down in the paint and go to work with confidence.
Pass to AI. Down low. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Barton finds Hernan Gomez. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Schroeder leading the charge.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
Well, turning defense into offense, Greg. Outstanding effort there. Swiped it away with ease, and off they went.
Beasley outside. Barton outside. Makes it off the glass. Barton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice job by Barton that time, using the pick and roll. He's somebody that you can depend on to make solid decisions.
AI in the post, covered by Beasley, and AI throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Denver's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's Beasley. Again, the Nuggets score.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's AI, and another one falls. Amazing.
Once again, he's reached the 40-point mark as there has been no slowing him down all season.
Well, GA, with all these 40-point performances, he's close to matching the mark for 3rd most 40-point games in a single year.
Barton is athletic and has great vertical, so he's terrific at throwing it down when he gets close to the basket.
To the middle. AI kicks to Nader. AI right side. To the inside. It's stolen by Lyles. Barton left side. And AI comes to help. Here's Beasley up and in on the layup. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Lyles, again, the Nuggets score.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And AI throws it down.
Boy, he hit his teammate in the perfect spot. Led him easily to the bucket. That's what you call a room service assist.
Barton outside and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's Denver now. Here's Hernan Gomez, and there's another one for the Nuggets. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another and are simply running away with this one. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So for Oklahoma City right now, Patrick Patterson is out there with Brandon Wright. Then it's AI. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Nader in at the 3 spot.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Here's AI. Rebound collected by Snell.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
We're hearing more players and coaches express their political beliefs, their social concerns, trying to, in a positive way, affect change club.
And Kevin, I applaud it, respect it, admire it, and can't get enough of it. As long as players and coaches are well informed about that which they talk about, and most of the NBA guys are.
Another bucket! Wow!
We're bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons of all time.
Greg, he's delivering night in and night out. Great games and nearing third all-time for scoring in a season. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Lyles. Morris with the bucket. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. To the paint, and AI throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Morris kicks to Snell. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. They'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Leiden's checked in. Snell, the pass to Lyles. Here's Snell. He's guarded by AI. Leiden kicks to Lyles. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. Snell. They get the rebound. Welsh. And he jams it with authority.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunks, but the coaches love the rebound.
Nuggets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Patterson against Lyles. Here's Morris. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Morris has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Clark, we know of your involvement with college basketball, calling the Final Four. College teams occasionally change conferences here in the NBA. There's talk of eliminating conferences altogether.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a bit of a traditionalist here. I'm open to change, but I think there would need to be more rationale behind the change than what I've heard or read. So I think keeping it the way it is fine. So that tradition aspect of it is what I'm hanging my hat on. Anytime you try to manipulate matchups, though, to me, is walking down the wrong road. So, in my opinion, we should stay with the conferences for now.
I like that thought. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Morris. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And stolen by AI. And here we go. AI heading to the hoop.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. Pass to Snell. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Lyles. Second shot opportunity. Snell, that's good.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Boy, you can get a lot of momentum, Greg, getting a timely offensive rebound, and they've had more than their share.
And it's Lyles in the corner. Three-pointer. Snell, no good. And for the Thunder, they're shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. They grabbed their own miss. Second chance shot. And again.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into third place for most points in a season. Amazing. Shots good by Lyles.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
To the middle. And AI throws it down.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Nuggets have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Snell, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off mark.
Here's AI. And another one falls.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Denver's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Snell dishes to Murray. Back to Snell. Got a piece of it. Anderson against Lyles. Another possession, another assist.
In every game, the assist totals get higher and higher. Exceptional playmaking from him all year long.
And he is now even for third most assists in a single NBA season. What a year he's had. Here's Snell. And there's the call on Brandon Wright. That is his first foul of the game. May have been the 90s, Clark, when we saw the pick and roll really become a common type play. Defenses have now adjusted somewhat, but many offenses still rely on it now.
Man, you go way back to the 50s and 60s. The pick and roll has been one of the hardest plays to defend since really basketball came into existence, quite honestly. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And now, with the interchangeable parts that many teams have, you have the real challenge of small guys setting screens on big guys and creating havoc. So screen and roll action, always a very important part of the game and a hard set to cover well on defense. Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate does not get any easier than that.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. 65 points for AI.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Harris kicks to Murray. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. AI's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this.
And another assist.
Up he climbs on that historic ladder. The assists are endless with him.
His great performance all year is now the 3rd highest assist total ever in a single NBA season. This is incredible stuff. Harris passes to Leiden. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
When he's got that kind of positioning, he's got to score it. Got to score the ball from there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Denver. Martin comes in for Jamal Murray. Larry Nance is checked in for Oklahoma City. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 15 points for Will Barton.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Here's AI. Nance dishes to AI. Tries again. Bucket is good.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. On the wing, Harris. Another 3 for Denver.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Oklahoma City shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Barton outside. Where you look at player contracts today, Clark, a little different from the one after you signed your rookie year. What, 4 years and $1 million? Do I have that right?
Yeah, you got the numbers right, Kevin. You know, I look at that as all relative. How about the guys who played way before me?
Right.
And they were traveling on trains to games and were working jobs during the summer. I mean, it's all a function of the revenue generation of the league, which has grown exponentially. Since I played, we were part of the group that actually saw the first salary cap instituted in the early 80s. So growth is part of what we see now in players' salaries, and I'm all for the guys to get what they deserve from that standpoint.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Kicks it to Morris. Harris outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Free throw good, AI. And both free throws good for AI. Now, here is Morris. Pass to Hernan-Gomez. Denver passing it around. Morris with the bucket.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Morris is getting it done, shooting over 55%, 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Here's AI. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
Morris outside to the paint. And slam dunk by Harris.
So many different ways that Gary Harris can burn you. Spotting up, slashing inside, creating. It's really pick your poison with him.
The pass to AI to the left side wing. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
He just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
Down low, deflects the pass. Here's Harris. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Harris has got 9 points in the quarter.
Can't give Harris any breathing room from the mid-range. He's excellent in that space.
Here's AI. Good.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Good on the bucket.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
And here are the Thunder now. Diallo kicks to AI. There's a minute 34 left in the game. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. One of those ongoing discussions about adding a 4th referee, Clark. Would that help us, you think, call the game more accurately?
No, it would just crowd the court more.
Right.
I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? There's a human element to everything we do. Calls are going to be missed. We've grown and gotten better in highlighting different aspects of calls, being more transparent about it. The video replay, I think, has been more good than bad in the game. There are going to be mistakes. You make them, I make them, the referees make them, coaches make them, players make them. We can't totally eliminate the human element of the game. A fourth official would not add to the ability to get more calls right. They're getting 94, 95% of them right now. You think another official is going to move the needle? Come on.
Miles with a wide open look, and it falls over the rim and in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season. And they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for AI.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Welsh is checked in, and it's Beasley in for Harris. To the middle, here's Nance. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. .29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Barton kicks to Lyles. To the paint, poked away. Welsh takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying anymore. This one is a wrap.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
For Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them.
Yun muna, casual game.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and
NBA game.
he took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Facebook page for more gaming videos like this. Game basta kaya ko na rin ng PS4. Support me guys. Malaking bagay sa akin. So, thank you so much for watching and see you on the next video.